In the beginning, everything was dark, and there was nothing. There was a spirit hovering, and there was a word, and they were both with God. And using the word, God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. Hi friends, welcome back to chapel. I am Miss Natalie, and today we're going to be starting our amazing journey through the Bible. This week, we're going to be starting out at the very beginning. This is in the first book, first chapter in the Bible, and that book is called Genesis. Can you all say that? Genesis. Great job! So in the beginning, everything was dark. So to help make this easier, I want you all to close your eyes. No peeking. Close your eyes and then put your hands over your eyes. And now try looking around. Remember, no peeking. Can you all see anything? I can't see anything. Are you still there? Huh. I mean, everything is dark and I can't see. But I can feel that there's a spirit moving. And God is here, I know. And with God, there's the Spirit and the Word. And they're both God and they're with God. And so God used that word and said, "Let there be light." Oh my gosh, that's really bright. You can uncover your eyes now. And there was light. God spoke it, and it was. And God looked at the light and he said, "This is good." Then on the next day, God said, "Let there be waters and a sky above it." And so God created this round ball full of water, and it was contained by this invisible barrier called the sky. And in the sky, there were clouds that formed. And there was lightness, and there was darkness. And God said, it was good. And then on the next day, God said, "Let there be dry land." And so up came mountains, volcanoes, hills, trees, flowers. And God looked at all of the plants and said, "Let these plants also have seeds, that they may spread and grow." And there was light and there was dark. And God said, it was good. Then on the next day, God said, "During the day, let us have a source for the light." And so God created the huge sun that would hang in the sky and mark when the day begins and it ends. And then in the night, he created a smaller source for the light and called it the moon, so that even in the darkness, there would be light. And so there was day and there was night, and God said, it was good. Then on the next day, God said, "Let the waters and the sky be full of animals." And so he created them. He filled the waters with fish and crabs and jellyfish and sharks and whales and dolphins. And in the sky, he filled it with all the kinds of birds, like seagulls and cardinals and owls and flamingos. And he looked at it and said, it was good. And there was day and there was night. Then on the next day, he said, not only the oceans and the sky should be full of animals, let the land also be teeming with animals. And so he created the creepy crawlers during the night and the giant beasts like lions and elephants, and he created them all. And then he said, let us also make a creature that is in our own image. And so God took the dirt, and with the dirt, he formed a body. And then the Spirit breathed life into this creature of clay and dirt. And man was created. And God looked at the man and called him Adam. And God saw it was very good. And there was night and there was day. And on that last day, God decided to take a break. He had been running around creating all of these different kinds of things over the last week or so. And he said, wow, look at everything that I've created. Let me marvel at this, for it is good. And mankind in our own image is very good. And that is our first story. In the very beginning, there was nothing, and then God created everything that is around us. He created the trees and the grass and the sky and the clouds and the sun and the birds and everything, including you. God created you, and you are made in the image of God. How cool is that? So this week, as we move into our small groups, I want you to share with each other, what would you create if you could create anything? And also share, what are some of your favorite things that God has created? Is it the trees? Is it strawberries? Maybe it's a dog or a cat. Maybe it's mankind. Share with your group of some of the amazing things that God has done. And also, starting next week, we're going to be sharing God sightings. These are so cool. These could be as simple as, I saw God's creativity on the wings of a butterfly. Or I tasted God's goodness in a yummy slice of pizza. Or maybe it was, I felt God's love when someone gave me a hug. Whatever your God sightings are, be on the lookout for them. And during next week's small group, I want you to share them. But for now, let's stick to your favorite things that God created. And what would you create if you could create something? Until then, I'll see you all next week. Bye!